Welcome back. So now let's jump into JavaScript. So for this video, I'm going to be using Firefox. You can use any of the browsers we mentioned before. All we need to do is open up the web console or JavaScript console or whatever it is that your browser calls it, okay? So now we're here. Let me increase my font size so you can see better. So we are here and we can type commands here. And those will be interpreted by the JavaScript interpreter here. So let's start with our first command. We're going to print a message to the screen, in this case, this white space area here. We're going to type the following. Let's type with me. It's console, then you type a dot, log. Okay, so we're going to log a message to the screen. Now, let's say, hello world, and you place the hello world between two single quotes, okay? So you say console.log and you open parentheses, single quote, whatever message you want to say. In my case, I just said hello world. Close the single quote here. Don't forget, then you close the parentheses. Okay? Now we're gonna type this, enter, and there you go. It printed the message hello world to the JavaScript console. Okay, so that's our first statement in JavaScript. So I'm going to explain a little bit what's going on here with this statement. You don't have to understand everything right away. I just want you to learn and hear this terminology that I'll be discussing, okay? So what we have here is the message, right? Hello world or whatever you typed. This message here is placed under single quotes. So this guy right here is called a string. So in the world of computer programming, if you have like some sort of text, you call them strings, like strings of characters. If you think of these characters together, forming a sentence, forming some text, they're called strings, okay? So strings typically appear in quotes, okay? So we have hello world, in this case single quotes. There are other kinds of quotes you could use, double quotes, backtick in the world of JavaScript, but I'll stick with the convention for now of using always single quotes, okay? So we have a string, and this string has the text hello world. And then we do this thing called console log. Console log, so what you're doing here is you're calling a function. And this function is called log. And it does what it says it does. It logs a message to the screen, to the console in this case. Okay, so log is a function. So to the function, you're passing an argument. In this case, is the message. You're passing the function this argument, and the function will do something with that argument. In this case, it's taking this message and printing it to the console. So that's what functions do. Function will take some input, some arguments, not necessarily just one, it could be multiple, and then it's going to do some processing, and ultimately you're going to get an output. You're going to get something back. In this case, what it did was just print the message to the console here. You see the second line? That's the purpose of the console log function. It does log, okay? Now, log function is part of the console object, and that's a little bit more complicated, but you don't have to worry about these terms. Like I said before, I just want you to get started hearing these terms so you can internalize and better understand them along this road, this journey that you're learning JavaScript. So all these terms will become clearer as you go on, you continue your journey, okay? So that's it. Now I have a challenge for you. I want you to print something to the console. I want you to print your name. So how would you do it? I'll give you a couple seconds. If you think about it, you can pause the video. Then when you're done, we're going to go on and do the challenge. All right? So how did it go? So we're going to print something to the screen, to the console. We're going to say console, and I'm going to say .log, and then what is the string here? 2 single quotes, and I'm going to say, I don't know, I'll say my name. You can say your name. Okay, so my name is a string, is being passed as an argument to the log function. Notice functions always have the opening and closing parentheses, okay? So when you see parentheses, think of function, okay? The log function is part of the console object, which has a function too. Console has many functions. One of them is log, and to log to the console, so it's related. All right, so there you go, console log, and you are gonna get your name here. All right, so this is it for this video. Hope you liked it, and see you next time. Bye.